Hello guys, my name is Ayomiko. I'm a registered nurse. I currently practice in the United States. Welcome to my channel. So on this channel, I basically talk about everything from nursing to motherhood to lifestyle. Anything I find worthy of watching, that's what I bring to your table. So to my new subscribers, thank you for joining this beautiful family. Thank you for stopping by. I'm grateful for the gift of you all. And to my old subscribers, thank you for returning to watch my videos. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. So in today's video, I'll be talking about how to transition as an international nurse into a USRN. So in order to transition into a USRN as an international nurse, the first thing you need to do is to make sure you have an active license. For whatever reason, if your license is revoked or suspended, you might not be able to proceed with this process. So your license needs to be active. Then after doing this, the next thing is to look up where you would like to live in the United States. A lot of people put different factors into consideration when choosing where to live. Some people look at the crime rate, some look at the economic factor. So it really depends on what you make priority. Some people even look at the pay because the pay, nurses' pay differ from state to state. So it all depends on what you want. So after successfully doing this, then the next thing you need to do is to look up the Board of Nursing in the state where you choose to live in and look up their requirements. Some Board of Nursing require you to write IELTS. Some require you to have a social security number before applying with them. Some even require you to pass your NCLEX at a certain number of attempts. Once you don't pass it, you get to face panel, or they give you like some months of break to prepare before you can write the exam again. Like Indiana Board of Nursing, for example. I think after 2 or 3 attempts, they make you face a panel, then they give you some time off before you are allowed to write the exam again. So you need to check all these things. They are very, very important. We have an active license in our home country. We know where we want to live in the United States, and we know our Board of Nursing and their requirements. So the next thing to do is to get a CES report. CES stands for Credential Evaluation Service. And to get a CES report, you need to contact an evaluating company. And that is where CGFNS and ERES comes in. During my time, I used CGFNS. This was way back in 2018. I used CGFNS, and it cost me about, I think, $350 to $400. I'm not too sure. But then the application fee is on their website. So you need to create a username and a password in order to be able to access the sites. So on becoming a USRN, the next thing to do is to contact your Board of Nursing to get you a copy of your license verification, which your Board of Nursing, like the Board of Nursing from your own home country, would send directly to CGFNS. After this has been done, you have to reach out to your school to get a transcript, your academic transcript, and this will be sent by your school directly to CGFNS as well. So after your license verification and your academic transcript might have been sent to CGFNS, the next thing is to get your English proficiency test results. Like I said earlier, not all Board of Nursing requires you to write an English proficiency test. Like I am licensed under Illinois Board of Nursing, and they did not require me to write IELTS or TOEFL. But then some other Board of Nursing requires you to do that. Like Ohio Board of Nursing, you need to write IELTS or TOEFL. So you need to know the requirements of your Board of Nursing. The next thing to do is to get your high school diploma certificate or secondary school leaving certificate. In Nigeria, it can be either WAEC or NECO. I used WAEC. And what I had to do was to buy a scratch card, and I sent it directly to CGFNS, and they were able to check the results. So look at what is obtainable in your own country and do the needful. After all of this might have been submitted, you are going to give CGFNS or whatever evaluating company you use time to review your credentials. Sometimes it takes as early as 8 weeks, and sometimes it takes more. During my time, it took about 8 months. I had to, keep calling back and forth, and they were requesting for other things. So it depends on what is applicable in your own situation. But then you just have to keep following up with them, either via email or by calling them directly. So after CGFNS is done reviewing your credentials, they are going to give you a CES report. This CES report is going to be sent directly to your chosen board of nursing. Once your board of nursing receives this information, they are going to give you the permission to pay a sum of $200 to Person View in order for you to be able to take NCLEX. So after paying this sum of money to Person View, you will have to wait for your board of nursing to reach out to you and give you an ATT. ATT means authorization to test. So it is an authorization you have to take NCLEX. And this authorization is usually valid for a period of 90 days. So what it means is you have between when you get your ATT and 90 days to choose a date and time that you would like to take your NCLEX exam. Oh my god, this kind of brings back memories. NCLEX is not funny at all. But then after getting your ATT and the permission to test, once you've chosen your date, the next thing you have to do is to choose where you would like to write your NCLEX. Some people write it in the United States, some people go to write it in London. As far as I know the only location where you can take NCLEX in Africa is only in South Africa. So if you are from Nigeria, you might want to go to South Africa. Some people go to India, some people go to Philippines. Want to go. After you must have chosen your preferred location to take the NCLEX exam, make sure you put into consideration your flight tickets and your accommodation. Those are very important. You don't want to be stranded in another man's land. Yeah, we just passed NCLEX. Oh my god, it's such a beautiful feeling to be addressed as a Usrn. During my time, I was running back and forth in my room. I am so grateful for that day. It's such a beautiful memory to behold. So after you must have passed NCLEX, now the next thing is to start looking for jobs, looking for recruiters to help you get job and help you have a smooth transition into the United agencies around that people have really worked with Avance, OGP, Westways, Inter Staffing, Passport USA. So there are like a number of agencies around. So you can just reach out to any of them via LinkedIn, Indeed, or any of these job sites. These agencies help you to transition into the United States. And the good thing is that they get to file for you and file for your family as well. So if you have husband, kids, or any dependents, they will file for every one of you. But then while you are working with these agencies, make sure you review their terms and conditions, read it, and make sure you digest it. If you're having a hard time understanding, reach out to other people to help you look through the terms and conditions, because you don't want to get stuck by the time you get to the United States, because some agencies are really very good, while some agencies people have horrible experience with them. So you want to be careful. Make sure you read your terms and conditions very. Please, I'm going to emphasize on this again. Make sure you read the terms and conditions of your contract very well before signing. And another thing people do is that they come to the United States, and by the time they get to the United States, they personally look for recruiters who would help them convert their visiting visa to work-based visa. So this is pretty much easier if you have somebody in the United States who you can live with. This is going to give you an easier access to the recruiters. You can call them directly, you can send them emails, and you can even reach out to hospitals, because I know there are some hospitals that recruit nurses directly, but then you have to be in the United States in order for you to have a direct hospital contract. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to drop your beautiful comments, because I'll be in the comment section to answer your questions and address your concerns. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe. Please, subscribing to this channel will help us keep the work going. And also don't forget to put on your notification button so that you will not miss out on our next videos, because I'm going to be sharing more videos on transitioning to the United States, more videos on scholarships, and like I said, every beautiful thing that I can lay my hands upon, I'm going to bring it to your desk. Thank you once again.